Good morning from New York. Your inner self is pure. Finding this out takes a journey, and guilting is bad. Not the way. It's bad inner politics. You ever heard that before? Maybe it's time you did. One more time, your inner self is pure. Finding this out takes a journey. Guilting, bad inner politics, inner mind communication. Okay. Well, the path to real change and finding out that that pure self, which in religion you hear the Buddha, talking about enlightenment being like a lotus that comes out of the muck and it's pure. You hear about the Christ nature, the Buddha nature. Your inner self is pure as the day you were born. And a lot of times, guilt is used to manipulate people. And people also feel, oh, I feel guilty because I did this or I did that. Well, it's good to feel bad when you do a bad thing. But guilt, that's a symptom. It's not a goal. And guilt is something you feel because you are not in line with that outer self, projection of yourself, and your behaviors and so on are not in line with that inner purity, that inner child. And suffer the little children to come unto me, because of such are the kingdom of heaven. It's we hear again and again. And so I talked in a video before about finding that inner child, that inner self, and that infant mind. And today I'm going to help you understand that the inner and the outer are related, and that guilt is just a symptom that you might feel along the way, journey toward realization that true inner self. Why? Because damaged faith and love is at the heart of bad behaviors. It's what keeps us from growing. It's what inhibited our ability to focus, to be at play, and to express our feelings, which also damaged our ability to have empathy that is objective, creative, and compassionate, which in turn blocks the virtues, which is part of the purity, from proper development and expanding. So, how's your inner politics doing today? Are you beating yourself over the head about things you did wrong, thinking that's the way to be the better person? True remorse isn't about guilting. It's about feeling the impact and realizing that when you have felt that impact that you had that was bad, and had, then you have real remorse. That's the hardest thing of all to feel, and not the beginning of the journey. That's why I talk about spiritual but not religious. Religion takes you from punishing, guilting, and then expects some magical cure. It's not like that. What you first have to realize is that the damaged faith and love created protective mechanism, a protective view that created symbolic need that didn't raise your anxiety to dangerous levels. But when you're under helplessness, that helplessness is really bad for your health. If you're helpless to get what you need, so your brain steps in, your loving higher power, and it says, nope, you can't handle this. Here's a symbol of that need, which you might feel that it's more attainable. All you got to do is eat more sugar. Or whatever addiction that comes out of particular symbology. And and evil is about someone who's been hurt so bad that the only safe perspective was to become baddie, be in that kind of position of power. And that's very sad. And it's not the real person that you're seeing. You're seeing the damage of damage, faith, and love. You're seeing symbols being chased, comforting symbols that aren't reality. They are not the real need that you had, and you can't process that blocked need and those bad circumstances unless you can feel what once you could not feel. Remember, I said in the last video, it's your feelings. That's the real you. That's, in a sense, that's the dramatic you hitting you. And there's good drama and there's bad drama, but all drama is appreciated by your higher self, by your inner artist, and appreciate whatever drama is going on, like you would a movie, or a play, or a book, which is your life. You, the main character, your higher self called, be the hero of love. Well, you can't be the hero of love when you're hurting and addicted to symbols of need, because those kind of feelings are misdirecting. And if you get stuck in this idea of guilting, making things better, blaming other people, making things better, that's bad inner politics, and it leads to bad politics in society and bad choices. when you go to vote. It does. So you got to work on the inner and the outer politics together. Yeah, it's your duty to influence society in a positive way. It's also your duty to influence yourself in a positive. Good inner politics means that you find a point of safety to feel. And that's where forms of empathy and simple forms of just awareness are so important, because you're coming from a position of greater control, and at the same time, you're reliving what happened to you, connecting to the reality of your feelings and needs, and being able to express those feelings and those needs honestly, which is the only way that you realize that and behind the symbolic need, there is a need which is now actually a loss to you, a memory of loss. So then you need to go to grieving phase, let go of that, those, deal with those losses, let them go. And then you're able to forgive from your heart other people and so on, and yourself. But there's one more thing, and that's the remorse. At the end, the hardest thing of all to feel is how the unreality in you hurt other people. Your lack of a feeling things in a real way, real connection to need. How you hurt people. And it could have been just very subtle ways. You've hurt the love flow. So, could be also how you cast your vote. You hurt the love flow. I have to say, if you vote for Trump, you're hurting the love flow. It's so evident. But that's here in the United States. If you're in a different country, you've got your Trumps over there too. Right? These are people who need healing. They're craving power. And craving power like that means that, they're overwhelmed with inside them. They're actually weak. They're not strong men, strong women. They're weak. They're morally and feeling wise, empathy wise, they're very weak. They need help. They don't need to be leading you. That's just the rest of us, wanting to not do our duty and due diligence in terms of making things real, dealing with reality. And then you can make things better. Not dealing with reality, how are you going to make things better? Hello? So, in conclusion, there's an inner politics and an outer politics. And they are connected and they are important. And in this channel, we will direct our attention to both. And now, if you want to destroy the illusions that manipulative people create, you don't have to be cruel. You just have to be pointing out their utter weakness. You know, what did Jesus say? You don't pick grapes from thorns. It's more or less. That is a close paraphrase, but essentially the same meaning. And so no, you're not going to get good leadership from somebody who's power mongering and and kind of greedy. These are greed is, let's address that. How was greed bad? Well, greed is a struggle for symbolic need that there's no satiation point for it. So, and yet it's comforting to a hurting person. And that's, just a sad fact. And so, not the best setup here, but an important message. And so, yeah, let's try to make a summation of all of this. There's an inner and outer politics. Bad politics doesn't help the love flow. Following someone who is damaged and power mongering and greedy isn't a wise choice. They are greedy. The love of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, symbolic need, things that are only symbolic, can be addictive. So, and for many people, it is an addiction. It's not money that's the root of all evil, it's the love of it. The, seeing it, craving it. It's having it, an attachment to it that is addictive. And an attempt to not address the real things inside you that you need to feel and deal with. So, at the end of my videos, I like to say namaste, because that means when it's said, it's a greeting and also a goodbye that you say, which is basically saying we're in this universe, we're connected, we're both the universe knowing itself. As Carl Sagan said. Realizing that. Oh, by the way, check out Star Talk. Great channel on YouTube. Deals with lots of subjects. Anyway, we will be doing too. And it also is an honoring of that potential in each of us and in all of us, an honoring of that potential to grow the love flow, to expand your comfort zone in terms of the forms of empathy, which gives us greater virtue and our connection to our ability to focus, to apply, and to express our real feelings. So that is a wonderful work. I like to make it a little personal at the end, and I'm always thinking of Jack Benny, playing the violin very badly, and always insisting on playing it. And it was a comedian a long time ago, kids. Not so long ago to me. But so in that way, I like to think he was not a great violinist. At least he didn't pretend he wasn't. Maybe he was just pretending that. No, no, I'm not a great singer, but I love and want to express my real feelings to the world and to each of you with an Irish blessing that I put to a tune. No copyright infringement here. That's a very old Irish blessing. And anyway, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. Rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Namaste, y'all. Create a good day. Oh, create a great day. And be in the love flow. Namaste.